between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New Orleans Saints. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from the Superdome.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. Still going inside the 30. And he's going to give his guys great starting field position as he dives to the ground to get as much as he can.
Now, this is where practicing scenarios comes into play because every eventuality gets covered. And for defensive teams that really have a swagger about themselves and really don't care much, they actually relish this situation. Let's get out on the field and stop these guys.
How about this for starting field position on your first drive? First and goal. Dalton's going to sneak it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Andy Dalton scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon.
Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At the 31-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Pickett escaping the pressure right. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Now a first down carry for Harris. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
And that's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there at holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Complete. It's Johnson.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, your first drive in the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity. Just went right there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Pickett now from the gun here.
He's got a man. Complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Pickett.
And that is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. It's time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
He's got a man. Complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll get 34 yards there. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, and they go back to Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd and goal, Pickett. And it's caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down.
touchdown. Miles Boykin, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Saints. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. What's good on the extra point? And that makes the score 14-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Pickett to throw on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wants to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over the first down at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Open man downfield is Sims. He's got it.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here's Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They shakes him off.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Steven Sims Jr. in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Boswell good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And he'll be set up in good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Looking for Alvin Kamara on the slant.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now Pickett on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Dalton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Second and 7. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. And this a 39-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.